Hey guys, and welcome to FSX. So now that I'm done with Dovetail Games Flight School and all that kind of stuff, I've decided to make the switch over to the standard FSX Flight Simulator and flying with an add-on some of you might have heard of, others won't, called FS Passengers. So basically, you create a company, you fly passengers around, and you start from nothing, building up a company. So yeah, I'll show you how it works, and I'll do a series on it. So we'll create a new company in Pilots. This is just demo stuff, so Demio Airlines and James Demo. You'll create a new company, and we'll start from here. So call it Joya Airlines, 1st of August 2016. So that's the date it is today, but this video's coming out a bit later on because, well, I got stuff like backlog during the summer holidays and all that kind of stuff. Right, company description. Striving to become the next, whoops, can't spell, best, airline for passengers across the globe. 3 letters, but we're fine. So Joya Airlines DA, which I believe is used by Air Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, DA, Air Georgia, but it doesn't really matter. So you've got custom settings or scenario settings. If you went to custom, you can change stuff like how much money you start with, fleet income, career mode. Basically, you start off with 0 hours and you have to work your way up until you can unlock any other aircraft after 172 hours. I'll definitely be doing this series. I'll not record all flights. I'll definitely live stream some. And I'll definitely fly in my own free time. And then scenario settings, all I do want to try out is purchase this jet. So the goal is to start from nothing and work your way up to the Boeing 737. So difficulty hard. Economic management, yes, you must buy aircraft. Fleet income, yes, so if you buy multiple aircraft, you can have them earning money as well. Pilot career mode, yes, pilot limit aircraft type, so I have to work up my way, which I'll be doing a lot of this during my free time. Instant record a flight, no, so basically if I crash and die, I don't have to crash and die. Start cash 25 million, reputation 65, and so forth. Victory condition, buy an airplane without empty weight, and pilot must be first officer. So, we'll create a company, and we do get some really good music from this. Daniel Polio needs to do the rockets. He's done really well for this add-on. Great new pilots. Joya. Can't spell. First note, birth date, May 1999. Player info. Founder and head pilot for Joya. Oh, again, can't spell. My word. Joya Airlines and create. New pilot, Joya creating. So if you go to company manager, and that's where we can do everything here. So we'll buy a current aeroplane, the Mooney Bravo. It is my favourite like aircraft in like single engine prop kind of area. I do really like it. So you can either buy it brand new or you can buy an opportunity. So we got this one, cost 247. Logs average use and a low price makes an excellent choice. Be aware we don't know the former owner, so it's uncertain if it's maintained or not. Reasonable choice, take and maintain the aircraft very well. So reasonable choice, bit more expensive. Low and expensive price seems like an excellent choice. Former airlines not maintaining aircraft. Airplane could be expensive in terms of maintenance. I actually kind of do like the looks of this one. I mean, what's these ones like? Excellent choice, excellent choice. No surprises, no surprises. 272. Do I spend a bit of extra money for less flight hours and good states? I think. Well, yeah, because if you've got 957 flight, then again, only 6,000 more, 388 hours. They'll be basically cheapest maintenance you ever expect in an airplane. I mean, I don't know how you've damaged your aircraft so much, less than 500, only 94% state, but I think we'll go for this one. Slightly more expensive, but very cheap in terms of flight time stuff. Let's pilot, price settings. So I think we'll go normal company, and we'll have to raise the price of food a bit. So we'll raise it to the top of normal, so 1050. 950, I believe. Yep, we'll go 950, and you will pay 31.50, I believe. No, 32. You'll pay $32 for hot food with VIPs. First class will pay normal. Yep, so go 850. $7, and basically like this kind of terms like how many passengers will actually buy food and if it's worth it or not. So 26.50. Business class will pay, let's go $6. Normal will be $5 and $18.50. Yeah, official's pounds, not dollars, but it doesn't really matter. Could be in euros as well. The developer of it is European. He's from Italy, I believe, or France, the Alps. At least that's where the company's from. $4. Normal will be $3 and $14.50. So quite expensive food we're charging, but doesn't really matter. Oil prices, that's pretty standard, going down a bit. And statistics, that's again just quite standard. So we'll close the manager and we'll get everything ready. So if we go inside, just make sure everything's ready. Zoom out a bit and let's FS passengers, start flight. So yeah, it should be auto brakes, but it shouldn't really matter. We've got 2 passengers at gate, 66% of the airplane. So Mini Bravo can hold 3 passengers in total, but since our reputation is quite average, we have 2 flight tickets. Fill it with luggage, and I think we're only about 50% of fuel for this flight, as we're going normal flight to Echo Golf SS on Stansted Airport.
Destination set.
And we can load real time, so different times, so how long it takes, but since we're in the Mini Bravo, we'll just go immediately.
Engine instrument, check. Flight control, check and
Start.
set.
Okay, 2 passengers on board. And just go for ATC. So depart straight out. Just on their seatbelts as well. Right, and so 27 left, we will go there. Seatbelt signs are on. Basically, we can also serve drinks during flights, food, hot food, so sandwiches and hot food, play music, put on a movie, and this will just be like flight information. Down progressive taxi, and just go taxi, I guess. During the flight plan, just make sure I start parking brakes. During the flight plan, I set it to 5,000 feet will be our altitude. So I'll push this to 5,000. If there are a few glitches in the background, that's because I'm messing around with my overclocking and set graphics bit. It doesn't like some of it for some reason. So I'm trying to mess that one out. Apologies, guys. Okay. Just load the throttle a bit. Try not to taxi too fast. I am in London Heathrow Airport. Don't want to damage any expensive aircraft in here. As you do get like fines for collisions, crashing. I turn on lights as well. I do know the buttons, so I'm just being lazy at the moment. Yeah, as I like buy bigger aircraft, I will go through like checklists and all that kind of stuff. We're starting off with the Mini Bravo. Tiny airplane, nothing too serious. I will enjoy this, I really will. And I think, yeah, this will go on like same days like the Dovetail did, so Wednesdays. And on Saturdays, I think I'll get like showcases, airplane takeoffs, and make everything look nice and special. You guys will enjoy this, I know you will. Squeeze speed up a bit. Make sure flaps are down. Is that boat? Oh no, it's an Airbus A380 to my left. Maybe we'll go like right in front of it or something. There's an Alitalia. That'll be an A320. It's also taxiing fairly fast. Right, let's see what we're going to do here. So, looking at this, we are at London Heathrow. We could be waiting a little bit before we take off. But we may go on the taxiway before the Alitalia, so we could be right behind or right in front of this A380. Again, the ground's just glitching a little bit. That's just the overclocking messing up. I really should play with the settings a little bit more. It's not perfect what I've done. I've kind of messed it up. Oh well. The Alitalia is being hauled for me. That's fine. And let's hope I'm going to try and get in front of behind the A380. Actually, I can't go in front of it. Although they've got winglets behind the turbulence will reduce. There's like Qantas on the runway as well, 747. So yes, I'll be behind the United. If we go outside. Oh, give me the side view. There it is. Now that's a massive aeroplane. Wow, the brakes are really strong on that thing. You just see the aeroplane just bow. let's look at braking. So they're telling him to hold position or telling him to go? They're really unsure what they're doing. Well, this aeroplane's now ready to go on the runway, so if we push forward behind it, then we can request ourselves to take off. So we won't be on the ground for too long here. And now when I take off, I'll probably go a bit quiet because I'll turn on autopilot, and this aeroplane does like to fight the autopilots. So I might just move the screens as well, so it's in a better position. So I like it here. Do a bit of stop. Request VFR takeoff. And open GPS because this is a VFR flight, and I'll stick it in the corner here. That should be fine. So let's have a look around us. So that's a United Airlines Boeing 767. Behind us will be the A380 Airbus, and then the Airbus A320 behind it. Right then, United's now clear for takeoff. I've gone over the lines, that's a bit bad, but it shouldn't be too serious. I'm a tiny airplane. And any second now they're telling me to push into taxi into position and hold. Right then, off it goes. So there's a CRJ behind it. Always taxi into position and hold. I'm flying with an Xbox controller this one. I think I'll stick with an Xbox controller for a while. That's going to be rotating in a second. There it goes. Beautiful. And we'll be on the runway. And behind us will be the A380 taking off, I believe. Unless I choose to give the Yep, there comes the A380. If I was behind it, I definitely would have felt turbulence from it. It is quite a large airplane despite having the winglets and that kind of stuff. Cleared for takeoff. Like, already, this airplane's definitely pushing to the left. I let go of the controls, plane drifts to the left. So turbulence is a bit strong after that one. Oh well, make sure the dial's in the green. Just down the ground a little bit more. Nothing nice and quickly fill up. Off the ground. Gear up.
Gear up.
Get a bit of height. And turn on autopilots. Raise the flaps. Please go up. Alright, there we go. So autopilot is now controlling climb, and I've also got heading hold, so I can use. Oops, if we turn it off and on. And now I've got control of left and right turn. And looks like the CRJ that was there was a Eurowings aeroplane. Flaps are up, planes in the air. Everything seems quite well for us at the moment. If I look around, I do have VFR scenery installed. It's freeware, it's FS Earth tiles. I've just selected like London, UK. So yeah, it's quite a nice add-on. I'll show you like top-down view in a bit when I get a bit of distance. And if I do look back at Heathrow, it does sometimes lag the amount of aeroplanes and stuff here. Not too serious, it's still playable, but it's not perfect. Right then. Again, apologies for the ground glitching. That's just my amazing excuse at overclocking. I'm not good at all at it. And other than that, I'll try and get parallel to the red line on GPS, and I will set heading hold. When also I'll probably turn off passenger seatbelt sign, that kind of stuff. In bigger airplanes you do have flight attendants, which will take care of that stuff for you. But since I'm in a small airplane, it's all manual for me here. Done turning? Yes, we have. Turn on heading hold. Don't turn too much. Although again, you do have to fight the autopilots in the Mooney Bravo a bit. It's not perfect, it could really be improved. Like this, it's just turning. I want to turn, I want to hold. Go forward. Frequency trained approved, so we can go for Norfolk approach. I believe Norfolk is, if I look around, that airport there. VFR scenery, if you look around, this is real scenery, this is what it looks like in real world. Also some like 3D buildings, freeware as well. It does look cool. Sometimes a bit messed up, so as you can see there by the wing, the building's not exactly lining the building, but it's close enough. It really works. Noise radar contacts. There's Norfolk, so you can see there's 2 runways. It's not parallel like that. It's just off the line. Yep, trees just spawning in, ground's glitching in and out. Perfect. Seatbelt sign come off. Try and heading again.
You may now take off your seatbelts.
And yeah, that's worked out better. Right then. Oh no, of course, plane's still turning. You know what, let's not go for heading hold. It's not worth it. So I'll keep GPS up, and it should be a nice short flight to Stansted. Not sure how long it will take, but it won't be very long. We were 15 minutes into this video. We're climbing up to 5,000. Keep an eye on the airspeed, make sure flaps and everything are up, because the plane also does like limits as well, so if you're going too fast and know the flaps will just rip off. It's a lot of management you've got to do with this stuff. It's really realistic flying passengers around. Let's look around. Yeah, real world ground scenery, but as you leave London, there's no free west scenery for that outside area, so it does get a bit flat to the ground. And once you come into Stansted, there is no scenery, so you're on nothing. Make sure the airplane's going straight. Before I let go of my controller. That will do. That will do. Turn off the ATC. And let's look around. It says Norfolk, as you can tell. The runway's a little bit off. I could get like AFCAL or something, slightly move it a bit, but because it's Steam Edition, the SDK is a bit messed up. And there's a train line, I believe it's the Central line. Is it Central line that comes out here? Could be Metropolitan. It's either Central or Metropolitan. I know they both go around this area. Norfolk. Wembley Stadium should be to my right somewhere. I'm not sure if it'll be visible, but it is on my right. There it is. There it is, Wembley Stadium, right next to the old Wembley, showing how out of date the simulator is. Generic Parkson Road below us. And that's National Express. I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, London City being my right, few clouds. Plane is drifting to the left. I should keep this control in my hand. Are we at 5,000? Looking at dial, yes we are. So this will be as high as we go in this flight. Not too high, but we get a nice view of everything. I'll probably keep GPS up now because, again, the wind is blowing us to the left. Or it could be the aeroplane like how it's built something, I really don't know. You don't actually see passenger models, but they do exist. So if I did like nosedive or something, they would start screaming. If you crash, they would be killed, as you'd expect. But I'm not going to do that because I really want to try and get this career going as long as I can. Release an update like video a week, doing a quick flight or something. As time goes on, get bigger aircraft. It'll be fun. I'll see the Mini Bravo for a bit, then probably get like a King Air something, a bit bigger, a bit modern. And then we'll see where we go from there. I will probably take the Boeing route compared to the Airbus route. I do kind of feel like manual flying with the aircraft, kind of. In Airbus, they do have their technological advances, but I personally, like, as me, actually might load the throttle a bit. But yeah, I do prefer yokes, I do prefer manual handling kind of stuff. And the Boeing's more suited for me. There we go. Slow down a bit, and we'll carry on flying towards Stansted. So it's got a motorway. Is that the M1? I don't know, I'm not a driver yet. And I believe that's the M25 crossing over it. So as you leave London, so I've got London at like high HD textures because well, it's our capital city. And then you've got some airports which are like high scenery around it, so Stansted airports, Luton, Birmingham, all that kind of stuff. And after like the whole United Kingdom. So if I go out, top down view, it's not neat, but it's nice. I guess we've got United Kingdom, we've got a nice line in Europe, which I sometimes do fly into. That's like, so I believe that area covers like, if I go out again, yeah, it covers Berlin, it covers Munich, some of the cities in southern Poland, lots of northern France and Germany. I swear you generally fly to, I think Frankfurt's in there as well somewhere. If you've watched my previous live streams, I have flown 707 from London Heathrow to Frankfurt. If you haven't, it's still up because I did really enjoy that flight. Right, how are we doing? Probably speed up a bit actually. It's a bit too slow. Otherwise, we are now on the second leg of the route, and that takes us directly to Stansted Airport. 20 minutes into the video. And, well, yeah, feel free to fast forward if you don't want to watch the whole thing. I don't think many people will watch this, but, oh well, I enjoy it. Don't have any, like, soft clouds, they're all generic. As you expect, fly into them, they disappear. I have got plenty of add-ons to try and make this look as realistic as possible, because I do tend to go for graphics before gameplays, personally. A bit stupid, but it's my own opinion. Thanks to the clouds. I mean, I believe these clouds are 3D and solid, but they don't have like the wings disappearing as you go into them. So as you can see, I'm now surrounded by cloud. Yeah, I'm now surrounded by cloud. Oops, go to spot view. Me and my female pilot model, the world's biggest forehead. I believe the Mini Bravo's are the only model with like a female pilot inside of it. Oh, both passengers now wearing seatbelts. How are we doing? Right, so this is like flight report, how everything's going, so... They get exceptional flight present, no crew aboard because this is just me as the pilot. Max altitude, 6,065. Yeah, got 2 hours of fuel left. Fuel consumption, £110 an hour. Fuel use, 17. So every hour I didn't even need like 10% even. Time on ground, 6 minutes. Time airborne, 9 minutes. That's just a 15. Average speed, 111 knots. So not bad at all. I'm making good time. So I'll probably do like this week, I will fly London to Stansted, then I'll go like Stansted to Birmingham. Okay, so we can contact Luton Approach. Stick around, yeah, I'm going to do a quick right turn, and if I zoom in a bit, I'll soon be in Stansted airspace, so it's not a long flight at all, should be like good income. Alright, so I'll be given to Luton, then I'm in Stansted airspace, I'll be given to Stansted. I'm going to get some clearance to land. Hopefully there won't be too many Ryanair aircraft in the area. But A319, I'll be that's EasyJets. Yes it is. Few EasyJets, a few British Airways. What you'd expect in this area. Essex Approach, down to Stansted. If I go to Essex Approach, contacts them, and if I'm lucky, I'll be given runway. Which runway is it? I think it's like 96. Which? No, runway. I don't know. It's one of these runways. I have a quick look at Stansted. 8. Tune to Stansted Tower, and request full stop landing. So number 4. Runway 22, that's it. Actually, is it the one I want? If I go to map, it's going to tell me that I can't move. Make sure it is the right one. Because I want to land in from this side, it'll be nice and easy for me. If not, I'll see if I can change it. Runway 4 I actually want, so no, they want me to go around. Actually, it's not giving me the option to change it, so I'm going to actually have to go around. They want me to fly right to traffic, but I'll go left. just do a U-turn and come round. Might also start to descend a bit. So if I go down to 2,000 feet maybe. Seatbelts, turbulence.
We've got some turbulence up ahead. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Okay, with a shock actually, the passengers really just hit their heads on the roof or something. Quickly check information. Yeah, a little nervous due to wind. Otherwise, pilot's not getting any faults for this one. Actually quite strong turbulence. Slow down a bit. I don't really want to I don't want to destroy my flaps. This first flight will be quite a good one. So I'm going nice and slowly. So I'm descending to 2,000 feet. If I'm lucky, I'll be just below the turbulence. Speed up a bit, turn around, come for a smooth landing. I've definitely flown this aeroplane a lot. Back in like 2000, FS 2004, good memories on that. Like triangles, so like 3 airports close distance around London. So Biggin Hill to London City, to North Heathrow, Biggin Hill, London City, Heathrow. Then sometimes you change channels. So instead of Biggin Hill, into Norfolk. This is what I used to do when I was younger. Otherwise, now 28 minutes into the video, so we'll probably end this from like 35, maybe a bit 40. Shouldn't be too long, it really won't be. And then next week I'll do Stansted to Birmingham, and then I'll just fly around in my own time. Oh, fly runway traffic, runway 22, more. Actually, this is strong turbulence. You can hear the airplane suffering. This is not great at all. So if I can get it down as soon as possible, because yeah, passengers are now getting really scared, a bit of adrenaline. If I could, I would try and land on runway 4, but I don't think that'll be an option for me. So as long as I can get to 2,000 as quick as possible, then I'll try and manually fly this plane in. I don't think this has, I don't know, it's not going to have IFR landing at all. I'd be lucky if this even had a heading selector, not just heading hold. Oh well. We'll fly around Stansted Airport, which will be zoomed on the radar a bit. And then we'll fly ourselves in. I could have got the, actually, there was an instrument panel version of the Mooney Bravo I could have got, but again, I preferred the manuals. And it'd probably actually be a lot cheaper as well, having these ones. 8322, I think that may be a Ryanair. If I have a look into it actually, zoom in to Stansted, see what I can see. What was it? Jet2, EasyJet, Ryanair, Boeing Business Jet, Learjet, another Ryanair over there. Not too busy. I'll have a look at my settings, what I've set AI traffic to. But it's around like 75 you recommended, otherwise it does lag out like it does at Heathrow. Right, alright, so he's been cleared to land, and I'm probably coming in behind him. So I'll be a bit careful, try not to crash into a 737 on the way in. I can't actually see him, to be honest. Airspeed, that's about 135, yeah, it's 135, it's not doing too bad. I'd have to slow down a bit more before I release the flaps. There's Stansted. Seems it's a bit flat, but that's just VFR scenery. I do plan to get something like VFR United Kingdom or something, just add a bit of auto-gen to the ground. But majority of this is freeware. So I'm using UK 2000's free version of Stansted and Heathrow. And it does look really good. Thank you, Gary, whatever your name is, for giving us the freewares of this. I still can't find 8322. We be really careful when I come in. Oh, there it is. Just touching down now. So if I quickly go camera and let me turn, go to runway. There it comes in. Yep, as I said, it was a Ryanair. Oh well. So he's landed, and I'll be next to come in. So I'll keep an eye on the autopilot button, as I will be disengaging that soon. And any moment now I'll do a right turn, head towards the runway. Well, get a bit of distance into the kaleidoscope. 2,000 feet, I think I can descend to about 1,000. Clear to land.
Cleared to land, runway 22, Delta Alpha 665.
Right then, we're going to be first in, and then we'll be taken to like the general aviation parking at the end on the right. So we'll do a slow turn, and then we'll just align ourselves to the runway, descending a bit more. I think we'll slow down a little bit more, and then we'll go down for the flaps. Good, they haven't ripped off, so we're fine.
Gear down.
Gear. Let's do a bit more of a turn. Probably going to go a bit further out, but it doesn't really matter. Passenger signs are on. Passenger satisfaction 94%. I don't have any food to give them or any music, so now I have to do. And other than that, once I'm aligned the runway, I'll turn off autopilot. The ground's a bit flat, but it's a bit pixelated as well, so it's just outside of the scenery area I've given it. The closer we get to Stansted, the better the scenery will look. There's the main terminal. Got my finger on the autopilot switch. Okay, can turn it off. If I lower the can't speak. Lower the throttle a bit more. And get ourselves a nice touchdown. Get 2 reds, 2 whites. Not looking too bad. I actually only turn off Sunset scenery actually, because it shouldn't be this blurry this close in. Yeah, probably turn it off in the added scenery, unfortunately. Oh well. Right, A927 behind me. And we do have cow flaps, personally accessible in the 2D panel. Then again, I don't really need it. It's an absolute slow plane this. Got no speed coming in. Adjust myself for the runway. Not bad this approach. Just lower the throttle a bit so I get onto the runway. And I can just cut that. And let's touch down nice and soft. It's a very sensitive plane this, but otherwise, nice successful landing that. Right then, exit runway available. So that'll be this next one, I believe. Yep. Of course, plane's now drifting to the right. We're off the runway, I can raise the flaps. And we're home free. Ground handoff. Turn to ground and request taxi to parking. Again this way, Papa Romeo. It'll take us to the end of the runway, and then where what hangs on the right, that's where it's going to drop us off. Otherwise, pretty successful flight that. Bit of turbulence here and there, but again, nothing too serious. I do like the Mooney Bravo. Right, seatbelt signs on. Got no music unfortunately, so I can't play in that. None of it's copyrighted fortunately, so I should be safe. Otherwise, yeah, I should be fine. If needed, we can declare a mayday, but don't need to. Taxiing here, we'll cross the runway, make sure that the plane behind us is not going to land. Because the 737 takes up a bit more runway. Right, next right turn will be coming across. So that'll take us right next to that Boeing business jet we saw coming in. Yeah, plane's drifting to the right a bit. It's not fun. Wind's definitely strong, as you saw during the income. That plane started shaking violently. Clearly the passengers were not too satisfied with it. I mean, we are in a light aircraft. Pretty fast one, don't forget. Mini Bravo, it's probably got basically like the fastest single engine prop aircraft you can get. Also the Ryanair has landed and it's turned around. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just cut across now then. Whoops, drifting to the left. This taxiing's not the best. Struggling to hit. Oh, there's Harrods aircraft maintenance. And not linked with the Harrods store as I used to believe it was. Harrods Aviation. So basically I do like maintain aircraft and stuff. I thought it was like the depot for the Harrods store in London, but again, I was wrong. There's the Boeing business jet, next to a Learjet, and they'll stick us. Okay, that's taking us a bit further on actually. I have no clue where they're taking us. If I go out and zoom out a bit. So where am I taking me? Drift to the right. Oh right, okay, taking us to the hangars. So I could carve across on the grass, but no need. There's a taxiway right there.
Ground 8927, West
There we go.
8927, taxi to gate Lima 14 via taxiway.
Load throttle.
Romeo, Papa, Juliet, Alpha.
Yeah? What? Michael. Yeah? Yes, I got your text. I'll have a look on Google, see what it says. I'll look on the internet, see what it says. Yeah. Alright, spin the brakes. Turn right. And I'll just give us a quick gate. Whoops, a bit too much. Okay, so there are a few Learjets in this area. I believe where Steve Morgan keeps his private aeroplane. I wonder if it still has the Wolverhampton Wanderers logo on it. Steve Morgan being Wolverhampton's former boss before selling it to Fosun Group. Then they made their crazy transfers. Alright, so you're just sticking us here on this dirt patch. Oh, okay. Good to see Stansted values their small aircraft. So you can turn off the throttle propeller. If we go outside, they really have just stuck on the side of the taxiway, haven't they? Oh well, turn that off. And open the doors. Turn off, there you go. Flight's over, it's like 30 seconds for them to deboard. Or I can just press end flight in the menu, but I'll give them a chance. Yeah, we can get bonus points for it. But yeah, that was a pretty successful flight in my eyes. Took off from Heathrow. Nothing too serious. Flew into a bit of turbulence. caused a major problem. Passengers were not happy about it. But I'm sure I'll get like a few extra bonus points for taking care of that on the ground. I mean, during landing, seriously, the wind just blew us around. Quite a bit of shock, actually. Oh well. End flights. Joy Airlines, Mini Bravo Retro, passengers 2. Very good flight, professionally done 94%. Couldn't serve food or any income. Right, so real time, so I actually earned $43 in that flight, but times by 50. Just like earn extra money. Proper flaps during takeoff, what? But I did set flaps, didn't I? Right, well I've actually lost points in this. So if I record the flight, hang on a sec, company manager, pilots, yep, I'm now negative 220 points, so I have to earn that up. Otherwise, I think that'll be that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, like and subscribe, share on social media, and I'll see you guys next time when I fly to Birmingham. Goodbye.